So I don't know if you've watched one of the previous videos of Victor Troutman's three-dimensional art. It featured this guy, Noah. And when I was talking about it, I mentioned this other sculpture he made that was similar to it. It was in gray clay. Gray clay. Right there. That wheel that it's on is this wheel right here. I'm fortunate enough to still have it. It's not mine. I don't possess it. It doesn't possess me. I'm just borrowing it for what little time's left of my Earth years here. I don't know what happened to this sculpture. It probably just smashed it, or it broke, or but I don't know. Or maybe he I don't know, maybe he gave it away to someone. If you ask for his work, he'll just give it to you. Um, there's a few pictures of it from different angles. And these photos were taken in his backyard at the duplex on Fisher Avenue in the Highlands of Louisville, Kentucky. In case you were curious where they were taken at, that's where he made these. So this would have been like late 90s, like 10 years after this one. Some schmutz. That won't come off. That's the same photo. Oh, I didn't know that was in there. Okay. These are some, I guess, dolls or figurines, fabric figurines. Um, an artist in the studio called The Creative Self, which is now the Monkey Wrench. Um, it's off of Barrett Avenue in the Highlands of Louisville, Kentucky. He used to have an art gallery there. Patrick, I believe, was his name, and he taught us how to make these dolls. I don't know what they're called, but it's just a square piece of cloth, and then you ball up a piece of paper, and you write like a message or a keyword or like a wish or something. I don't know. And you put it in the center and twist it, and then you use yarn. You go to all four corners with the yarn, and then you wrap it around, and that's what becomes the legs and the arms. Um, it's simpler with a demonstration. I don't know what I said made sense. I don't know what happened to these. These aren't the best examples of art, obviously. Yeah, I should have said that. I think they were in a bag or something. They were just collecting dust. Maybe they got thrown out. I didn't make these for mine. He made these for his. These rounds, wire stands that also wrapped in thread and then went up the leg to support it. And I think he put wires in the leg too, so you can like permanently bend them in that position. I just left mine soft and limp, and I threw them away. But here's the wheel those photos were on. Looks like some paint or a teardrop or something splattered there. There's still some remnants of old clay and paint left on it. It's pretty cool. It's better than any new one you could buy. They're not going to look like that. Oh, 1997, the zoo. A Nightmare Before Christmas shirt. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video, obviously, since I mentioned this guy. I was talking about him. They must be relatives. I think they're related. Yeah, you see the resemblance? Maybe they're brothers. There were a couple of brothers in our family. If you trace our lineage way back, on Victor's mother's side, Huffman or Hoffman, It's the same. You Americanize it. There were a couple brothers that were rabbis that fled around during the Inquisition, or well, just not even the Inquisition. They're rabbis, so you know history. Uh, Esfadi El Khan was the one that finally came to the Americas, or that were directly related to. Then there was his brother, was related to them, but he wasn't the direct line. So I don't know. Maybe it's those guys. Look kind of rabbi-y. Noah, right here. Noah's from the Old Testament, so that would fit the bill. Oh, while I'm making this, I forgot there's some other clay sculptures of Victor's. I commissioned him to make these because I was only 7 and I couldn't do it as well as I wanted. I wanted George Washington as a knight, but if he's as a knight, you can't really tell it's George Washington, so I got one of each. This is George Washington. Fuck. His head fell off. I glued it back on. There's some more oh, there we go. Some decoration on the bust. And that stuff on his shoulder, that's like kind of like make it look like a knight. I don't know if you can tell it's Washington or not, but it is. I don't know why I want George Washington. And then there's just a knight. I guess it's George Washington inside, but you can't tell with the helmet on. He's in a case. I'll go around the back. Sorry, it's not focusing. It's more interesting from the front. I'm going to do a separate video on this 3-dimensional found art piece. I made this when I was, 7, like you've already heard. Oh, there's this wood cutout. I'll mention this in other videos too. This was on a house he made with a bunch of other stuff. There's just some decorations affixed to the exterior of the house. I'm going to do another video about the house he made too. But yeah, this one was just going to be about his clay sculptures. Or these 4 clay sculptures. Thank you for watching.